Let's just say that you had a drug trafficking conviction for selling the. You can file a waiver the day after you get that conviction. Can you file it? Sure, you could. Will you get approved? Nope. Will you lose your money? Yep. Will you be pissed off? Yep. You will not be happy if a discount waiver company has told you, don't worry, we can apply the next day, and they take your money and then you're not sorted out quite proper. You're going to be very, very upset. These discount waiver companies, they don't give a flying flamingo whether you qualify or not. They want your money. I want you to get cleared. But you say, well, Ken, how do they know if I'm going to commit the crime again or not? Well, that's why you hire us. That's why you pay us the big bucks to show you what's needed to get you cleared. Hey guys, you know who I am. Who am I? Well, in case you don't know, Ken Scott, Senior, U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst with www.usentry-waiver-services.com. We're going to get you cleared to enter the USA. So guys, it's been an interesting year. Got this nice overcast weather outside. But believe it or not, I actually like it like this. So I don't like the summer. But I like it, I like the fall and winter. So I won't get you guys too bored today. So today we're going to talk about U.S. entry waiver for Canadians. Do you qualify? That's a really, really good question. Do you qualify? Now, guys, in terms of that, so these discount waiver companies, they don't give a flying flamingo whether you qualify or not. They want your money. I want you to get cleared. Now, do you qualify for a U.S. entry waiver? Well, you know what? It depends. Let me give you guys a few examples, I guess. Let's just say that you had a drug trafficking conviction for selling the, and I will say you had it in 2023. You can file a waiver the day after you get that conviction. Can you file it? Sure, you could. Will you get approved? Nope. Will you lose your money? Yep. Will you be pissed off? Yep. You will not be happy if a discount waiver company has told you, don't worry, we can apply the next day, and they take your money and then you're not sorted out quite proper. You're going to be very, very upset. So technically you did not qualify for that waiver, but you can still apply for it. This is the part they won't tell you. They won't tell you that you don't qualify, but to be honest, a lot of them don't know whether you qualify or not. We know whether you qualify or not based upon the DHS regulations / criteria / manuals, which we use to get you guys cleared. And that's why we charge what we do to get you guys cleared here in Canada, because no one else can use those regs or really has them for that matter, as we're discovering. So that's a totally different story right there. So in terms of qualifying, I'm trying to figure out how do I word this so you guys, so the discount waiver companies or other people, they won't be able to reverse engineer this and use it. What I will say is the border wants to see a certain amount of time has passed based upon the conviction. I can say it like that. A certain amount of time and certain other criteria has to be addressed in order for you to qualify. So, but one freebie I can give you guys, like I said a few minutes ago, if you had a conviction in 2023 for possession for the purpose of trafficking, you will not qualify to get approved for this waiver. Even though it's a year later, you still will not qualify to get approved. So you'll say, well, Ken, how do I qualify for this? Well, you qualify when you pass all the criteria that CBP has out there. You don't pass the criteria, you don't qualify. And that's one of the biggest things I want to talk about. I wish I could tell you guys the criteria. I really do. But lately we've been having some people try to reverse engineer our stuff to try to keep their lights on and clientele coming in. So I will say again, certain time frame based upon the conviction, because let's say a conviction for, I told you the drug trafficking, let's say one for, bank robbery. That's a different criteria that has to be set. Let's say crime for B&E, for burglary. It's another type of criteria. Let's say a crime for sex assault, another criteria. But now let's say sexual assault for a minor or of a minor, totally different criteria. So remember, each criteria is essentially, it's case specific, but it's also all covering the entire area. Guys, it's so hard to do it like this, because I really want to just tell you guys so you guys can come in and understand it. And when you guys do come to the office, we do quite often show you in the regulations how to qualify if you do qualify. But again, we have to be aware of what we put out here, because some of these places keep trying to reverse engineer our stuff. But what I will say, you have to qualify if you're going to be approved for a waiver. In terms of qualification, it is certain things they look for. And again, that's also in the DHS regs and the manuals. One of the things they look for, they want to make sure that you're not going to commit the crime again. I will say that it's a good freebie. But you say, well, Ken, how do they know if I'm going to commit the crime again or not? Well, that's why you hire us. That's why you pay us the big bucks to show you what's needed to get you cleared. Based upon the DHS regs, based upon your situation, based upon whatever you may have admitted to at a port of entry, based upon if you've had any entries, based upon if you've had a Canadian pardon, which is not recognized by CBP, guys. It's not recognized by the U.S. government. And if you guys were not aware, CBP is part of the U.S. government, U.S. Customs and Border Protection. CBP does not recognize a Canadian pardon, so that has nothing to do with whether you qualify for a waiver or not. Someone today was asking me the very question. She said, well, Ken, if I get a pardon, will I qualify for a waiver? And I said, CBP doesn't give a flying flamingo whether you have a Canadian pardon or not. I know what I want to say, but I don't know if YouTube will like those words. So that's that for that. So the best thing I can tell you guys, if you need to know if you qualify, come by for a conference and it will sit down, look at the criteria based upon your circumstances, based upon your offense, based upon the detail of the offense, based upon if you have a pardon, which hopefully you don't, because that makes these waivers even harder, based upon all the criteria of the total situation, we will know if you qualify. And if you don't qualify, we let you know, say, look, you don't qualify for this waiver right now, so come back such and such time period. And when you come back, bring such and such. We're going to need it. Again, guys, that's the best we can do for now in terms of do you qualify. If you really want more detailed stuff, you should really give us a shout at 604-562-8140, or come in for a consultation, and we can sort you out even better in person than on the camera like now. So, Ken Scott, Senior U.S. Immigration Law Intelligence Analyst with www.usentry-waiver-services.com, and it's 888-908-3841. Give us a shout so we can get you cleared to enter the USA.